This video is sponsored by Whale Street, a new decentralized token swap protocol running on Ethereum. Now, Whale Street is designed in particular to allow people to swap very large amounts of tokens, but it has a sort of gamified NFT based structure around it. I'm not going to go through this entire blog post, as you can see. I'm just going to head to the summary. And so what Whale Street is designed to do is allow people to make massive currency swaps without crashing the system. It has a token called LST, and if you contribute to the liquidity, you earn this shrimp token, which is both of these are ERC20 tokens. Shrimp token is a kind of reward token, but you need the shrimp token as well to bid for and buy NFTs. And the NFTs are what allow you to make a swap. If you have the NFT, you become a swap master. You set the terms of the whale swap, what tokens to swap and when, and also the percentage of the fee you get. Everyone is rewarded in shrimp for the process that goes on here. As I say, this is super interesting, rather complicated. I suggest if you're interested, you go and check the blog post. But thanks for the sponsorship.
Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So a few weeks ago, I started staking in the SANDBOX Rev Sand LP token staking to earn exclusive SANDBOX NFTs staking thing. So yeah, basically this is Animoca brand, and they are trying to bring together some of the more committed audience for two of their big projects, F1 Delta Time and the SANDBOX. And both of those games have staking elements. Both of them have ERC20 tokens, cryptocurrencies running on the Ethereum blockchain. In the case of the SANDBOX, it's SAND. In the case of F1 Delta Time, it's REV, which is actually a token going to be used in a number of different racing games. And if you staked REV and SAND tokens together into a liquidity provision pool on Uniswap, and then took those LP tokens and staked them here through this interface, you basically earned this new token called I call it Red P. I think it's supposed to be some sort of reputation, redemption. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, so this thing ended about 2 weeks ago, and I totally forgot, and there was no push notification that this has ended. So I've only just noticed because incompetently I saw that my earnings weren't going up. so I saw it must have ended. But it doesn't say anywhere it's ended. It's a bit odd. Anyway. So during this process, I have put in, you can see here, I've put in 4,883.496 of these LP tokens. Currently, there's about 500,000. At one point, there was, I think, about 2 million staked. And I've earned 1.728 of these Red P tokens. And supposedly, you need one to be able to claim one of the NFTs. I really still don't understand how this works. But obviously the time has come to unstake and claim. So I'm going to do this and see what happens. I haven't even checked the gas price to know how on earth expensive this is going to be. So let's see if this works. Okay, that didn't work, did it? Why is the gas limit on 0? That's really odd. Because I'm on the wrong network. Okay. So I've been messing around using Matic, and I'm on the wrong network, and that's why. Okay, let's try again. So what I'm doing here is I'm unstaking my LP tokens, and I am going to claim my Red P tokens, and it's going to cost me $70 in gas because the Ethereum blockchain has gone through the roof at the moment, which is why everyone's using the Matic blockchain. Which is why my MetaMask was set to Matic rather than Ethereum. So anyway, we're just waiting for the Ethereum blockchain to confirm the transaction. Oh, there we go. So my LP has been unstaked. So I now have my tokens back. My LP tokens back. So this is now no longer interesting. So the thing I still don't have a clue is how I actually claim these things. Is it an airdrop, maybe? No. So now we can see that I've unstaked these tokens. So now in my wallet I have my LP tokens. So I'm still earning any swap fees through these. And I now have these Red P tokens in my wallet. And really, I don't know what happens next. Okay, so I've had a look to see what on earth's going on. I still actually don't know what's going on. I can't see how to claim anything. But what I have done is I've got the contract address for the Red P token. So I'm looking at Etherscan, which basically lets you know what's going on the Ethereum blockchain. And we can see here the maximum total supply of Red P is 377. And I think, if my memory is correct, there were 4 NFTs and they were 150 each. So I think they were saying there were 400 maximum total of NFTs. So the maximum supply being 377 seems correct. So actually there seems, if there was the most efficient distribution of these tokens, only 377 of these tokens could be 377 of these NFTs could be distributed. And we can actually see here that actually there's only 59 wallets holding these. So only 59 wallets have, I guess, have claimed this. So I'm assuming the max supply doesn't mean, yeah, I'm assuming that could mean that's only what's been claimed, because all the other ones are locked up and haven't been minted yet. Because when you unstake your LP tokens, but they're not being minted then, are they? So I think that means the total supply, and this just means the holders. Although there may be more holders, depending on how it works out. Because some people still could claim their tokens, but they're not holding them yet. I guess that's what I'm desperate to say. So we can see here there's been 77 transfers, so 77 wallets have claimed, but it's less than the holders. We can see here, this is just what I've just done here. So this is the creation wallet, and this is my wallet that I just claimed. And we can see, we know that I claimed 1.728, blah, blah, blah. And we can look down to see other people who have claimed. So 55 minutes ago, someone claimed 1.39, which is not going to get them an NFT because you need at least one for an NFT. So we can see here actually quite a lot of people. So this one here could claim 3 NFTs, this one 5, this one 8. But if you have less than one, you can't, as far as I understand it, can't even claim 1 NFT. But obviously these are ERC20 tokens, so you can trade them. So that'll be interesting to see. Obviously, I can claim 1 NFT, and then either I can buy another 2.8 to get another 1 to buy, or I could sell my 0.7728 for someone else to make a 1, at least 1 to do it. I mean, the whole setup, I think, was a little bit odd. I didn't really understand quite how it was. I don't think it was very well explained to begin with, and that has been continued through, I think, to this. I'm still looking forward to getting the NFT, so I'm glad I've got my 1 NFT. I don't know whether, presumably there'll be at some point a website where I have to go and spend my Red P tokens, and you need to have at least 1 to claim the NFT. And again, you'll have to pay the gas fee to mint it, I expect. So they'll start getting quite expensive, or fairly expensive, $100 or something, I expect. So there's that still to come. But I guess there's a lot going on, so maybe I shouldn't be so mean on this sort of stuff. I'll try and have a look at one other thing to see what's going on. Okay, so this is interesting. So we're on Uniswap, and obviously I can just put in the contract here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the Red P token. So I can import that. Obviously, it's saying anyone can create a weird token. This has no known source. It's an unknown source. So I can import that. And now it should say, you can see my balance, and I could, if I wanted to sell them all, there is insufficient liquidity for this trade. So there's I wonder if there's even an LP. I wonder if there's even a liquidity pool for this. Let's go and have a look. Actually, we can do this here with pool, can't we? So we could go and create a pair. So we could do this and this, and that's that, and so it doesn't look like there is a pool for red P tokens. So I'm not going to do this. I could set one up, and basically I would be setting the price, because when you set up a liquidity pool to begin with, if no one else has done it, you basically can set the price, and obviously then when people trade in and out, the price will change depending on supply and demand. But obviously I'm not going to do this because I have no idea how to price one of these tokens. But it is interesting. No one's done it yet, because the kind of thing in blockchain, some weird degen just sets it up. And obviously, if I was going to set it up, I would set it up at the price of being like one. As you say, so it's saying five to one ETH. ETH is about 2,000. So it's saying that's about $400 per token, which is kind of interesting, because that would be then setting the base for the price of one of those NFTs at $400, which I think would be a bit expensive, but not ridiculous. Not ridiculous, I think. I am if I had more ETH, I'm not going to use up all my ETH setting this thing up, but I'm slightly tempted to do that. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not a big whale in the market. But I think this does go to show that the strength and weaknesses of blockchain. This stuff can be set up. You kind of like fall into it. You kind of testing it out. I'm not doing it for the money, obviously. But you kind of then end up in a system where I can suddenly create a liquidity pool that allows people to trade their tokens. I'm going to probably leave that to Animoca Brands to sort out. Yeah, there we go. So it was an interesting journey without a conclusion, but they always say the journey is more important than the destination, don't they? So anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World, where we try and make sense of blockchain games. Don't always succeed, but I think we learned some things along the way, so that's the cool thing. So hopefully you enjoyed the journey. Please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.